Hello and welcome to something very special. You may know that Valheim is blowing up at the moment on Steam, and I mentioned in a video where I looked back at the history of the company in the game that there was an earlier version. It was an original game called Feyd, and it was a very basic prototype of the game we have now. However, through development, it was eventually released on itch.io in 2018, and that's where it got its name, Valheim. And this is what you're seeing today. This is version 0.7910, and it was sent to me by a lovely guy called Aldrinex. So welcome to the earliest version of Valheim that's possible to play right now. Right, I guess we're going to have to make a completely new character. Yep, it looks like that way. Okay, so as you can see, the UI is very, very different. This is a complete first impressions of this version of the game. So I'm going to get a lovely long beard as you would. Let's be a ginger Viking. Lovely. That seems about right. Start. Okay, there was a bird carrying me, much like the beginning of the actual game Valheim. However, that bird seems to have vanished. That's fantastic. Hello? Help me? Anybody, please? Okay, so a quick relog, and now I am back in the game. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but this is a similar map. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the details of exactly what's in the game at the moment. I don't know if it's procedurally generated, but of course it has a very similar vibe to everything we played before. It looks incredibly similar, but one thing you will notice is the lighting is not quite the same. It's not quite as refined and as beautiful as it is in actual Valheim. I would say you probably wouldn't really be able to tell that this wasn't the Valheim that's on Steam. There's a few differences like the UI and everything that you probably notice from the get-go, especially if we look down at the health bar on the bottom left. It's completely different. However, the actual basic look of it is fairly similar, just not quite as refined and beautiful. Right, let's pick up some branches. Lovely, lovely. Start off as you mean to go on. Do we have some rocks that we can get as well? That would be lovely to get. Now, the inventory system is somewhat different here. You can see it's all in different places. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it here. I much prefer what we've got in the actual full game, but we've got a little hut over there. I think that might be guarded by greylings though, so I'm gonna have to watch out a little bit. So this version of the game came out in 2018, and to give you a little bit of a history at the time, I'm not entirely sure how many developers were on the team at that point, but I do know that it originally started with the game Feyd that was made by just one person. Then obviously as time went on, they decided they needed some partners, so I think around this point there was probably around 2-3 people in the team, and of course in the main game we have right now, they have a 5-man development team, which is still tiny. Now, it's not an entirely indie game. That Valheim on Steam has been published by Coffee Stain Studios with the fame of things like Goat Simulator and that sort of thing. They're a pretty big game development house, and this game, I think, was picked up just before its release on Steam. However, at this point, this is just a Unity version of the game, and it's just an exe file sort of thing. There's no launcher or anything for this itch.io version. Right, let's see what we can craft. Let's get a stone axe. That's always going to be useful. Of course, a hammer as well. And if we can, let us get a club. Right, now, I can't see any berries around. These don't look like berry bushes here, which is interesting since in the actual Valheim, there are berry bushes absolutely everywhere. Oh, here we go. Hello there, lad. The greylings aren't too tough. They're pretty easy to take out. Should be, yep, 3 hits should do it. Okay, so they drop wood in this. I don't know if I'm entirely correct, but I think they drop resin in the full version of Valheim, but my god, I can't take on this many. Just oh my word. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually, I did a little bit of area attack there. I managed to hit way more than one, but they're also able to get some good hits on me. Come on then. Okay, another one down. Okay, they are dropping some resin as well. They just seem to drop a lot more in this version. Okay, you've been split off from the pack. Never get split off from the pack, my friend. Taking him down as well. I do need to find some food. Now, I did see a deer earlier, but I really want to find some berries. That seems like that's going to be our best option, especially if we're already at half health like we are now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah, you can't hit me, buddy. We got a grey dwarf eye. That's what I like to see. Right, there's one more here. You're a bit stuck there, laddie. Taken out. And we are victorious. Hell yeah. I think that's all of them. Beautiful. Now, I really don't know what there is in terms of bosses and boss fights that you can do right now, because obviously in the actual game of Valheim on Steam, you start with the totems and it gives you clues, and there's a little bird that tells you the way you need to go. You need to collect deer antlers in order to summon the first boss, which is a big deer god, and that doesn't seem to be in this itch.io version. I actually just turned on the depth of field because that's something that's a massive part of Valheim, and yeah, no, it still looks beautiful. It's still a beautiful looking game. What have we got? Oh, Jesus Christ. We got some zombies, lads. I've never understood what people mean by this game doesn't look good. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's a different style. Yeah, it's more voxel based and more pixel arty. Yeah, the lighting is some of the best that I've seen in any game. And trust me, I've never been a fan of pixel art. Famously, I'm actually making a game with some friends and we had a whole thing of me whinging about it being pixel arty. But hey, look, it actually looks good. Right, well, I put down a fire pit. It doesn't seem it needs much. I can just whack it down like that. That's interesting. Okay, it does give you a basic idea of what you're crafting. We can see if we switch this. Okay, how the building works in this version of the game is not fun at all. But we can put up a cooking station over the top like so. And wood stock. I mean, we don't have any wood to put in the wood stock, but there is a deer there. However, I've just taken my clothes off. If this is anything like the other version of the game, this is going to be impossible to kill. Let's go. Yeah, we need a bow. We need a bow to take that bad boy down. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's fire demons in this version. These little guys, look at them. They're fighting the greylings. We've got a battle brewing over here, lads. Let's go and check it out. All right, lads, how you doing? Uh-oh, I don't want that. Okay, oh my god, the terrifying eyes of the greylings. I think the depth of field effect is a bit too strong right now. Let's get out of here. They are setting fire to everything. We'll keep you warm though. Keep you nice and warm. The deer's coming back. Right, we turned off the depth of field because that was strong. Now, as you notice, your character's status has completely changed. You see in the bottom left corner, it's telling me that I'm cold and wet now, whereas in the full game of Valheim, it tells you in the top right. I think it's much better as it shows it in a more obvious place and it gives you much more information. You see, the way UI is designed is by telling you the most amount of information in the least amount of space, and I think that's what they've managed to do. I think this is not taking up much space, but it's quite hard to check all the information, especially playing on a bigger monitor. Let's go and cut down some wood now. We're probably going to get quite tired here, so we don't have any food. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, that was terrifying. I am so nearly dead. I've got to get out of here. Those bushes are so annoying. You can't run through them. You just get stuck on them. Oh my. I'm being chased by fire children. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm safe. I'm safe. Uh-oh. I'm definitely not safe. I'm definitely not safe. All right, fellas. How you doing down there? What have you got? You got a cool little cave. I might have to kill you guys and steal that cave. Oh, they're fighting each other. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. Yes. Okay, so the greyling's dead. These guys seem pretty brutal. See if I can... Okay, I do not do much damage whatsoever to these lads. Oh god, let's get out of here. Bye, fireplace. I guess we're leaving you. We're being chased by a very strange zombie-looking man. Oh, we have a shrine here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to take that right now since I do have much lower health. I just want to mention as well, by the way, this version was so hard to find. You can't get it on the internet anymore, obviously because it was a free/basic version of the game and they took them all down when they decided to release it as a full game. However, I managed to get hold of it by being sent it by someone that had bought it years ago, which is very useful, and it's meant that I've been able to... Oh my word, that looks beautiful. Thumbnail. Oh yes, chopping down trees. Beautiful. Now the game's telling me I'm hungry and... Oh my god, 2 in 1. Beautiful. The game's telling me I'm hungry, and judging by the tooltips, there isn't actually berries in this version of the game. It's telling me to either hunt food or get it from mushrooms, and I haven't found any mushrooms here. But if there were berries, surely that would have been the easiest version and I would have seen some by now. So it looks like that's not the case, which is... I can tell why they changed that, because my hunting from the get-go is not the easiest thing, especially if you've already been attacked 50 billion times. But we got plenty of wood now. Right, okay, we got a workbench down. Beautiful. We got some new crafting recipes as well, and I can also start building some roofs and buildings now. Now I'm gonna have to put some of this wall down. Lovely as it goes. Now building, I've heard in this version of the game, is not fun. Not fun at all. We're gonna see how far we can get here. We just need to put enough so we can put a roof over this thing, but yeah, it just doesn't attach at all. Now there is some sort of terraforming, however I've heard it's not the best. Oh my god, mate, I'm building. Honestly, the amount of greylings that are just around is brutal. I can't get anything done here. Mate, I'm starving. Can you not? Can you just not? If I die here, I'm gonna be very sad. Please don't kill me. Oh god, took him down. I'm getting very hungry right now though. I need to get a bow. Okay, I can make arrows, but I can't make a bow yet. Fantastic. More wood. Give me more wood. Yes. Beautiful. That's what I need. That's all I need right now before I starve to death. Now, I need to find boars to get leather, obviously, but I can't... I've literally not seen any. There's deer there, but I can't chase down deer without a bow, but I can't get a bow without getting leather. Yes. Come on. Get your... Ah, I lost all my stamina. No. Now, as far as I'm aware, from what I've noticed by playing, there isn't any real leveling up system like there is in the full game. Well, it has been a rough day, but it seems like there is only one victor here. I understand this is an early version of the game, but it just shows that I think every update and everything that they've added in for the full game for its release at this point has been great. It has improved the UI, it's improved the gameplay, and especially the early game, which in this version of Valheim seems to be incredibly tricky. But if you guys want me to do some full comparisons playing through both of the games and seeing how they both compare to each other, make sure you leave a comment down below. But leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, leave a dislike if you didn't. But until then, I will see you in the next one.